Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. My name is Aya. You're watching A Very Good Life. We're going to be discussing Pluto in the eighth house. I have tried to do this live a trillion times, but I bet you the sound is working now. I restarted my phone. I got rid of maybe some of the technical things that were stopping you guys from hearing me, hopefully. So the first thing I want to do is go over a question that a subscriber left me in the community section. She asked me for advice on, I guess, how to help her daughter who has Pluto in the eighth house, and she also has a moon in Capricorn. Um, if your daughter has Pluto in the eighth house, you can't bullshit her. So be honest with her, because she's like like sniffing out the truth, like an archaeologist. And so you will want to. My phone's warming up because of the sun. You would want to be as honest with her as you possibly can about maybe the things that have gone on in the family, and maybe some of your struggles and your issues when it comes to like life in general, because she wants to know, like she really feels sensitive to those things. She sees and feels your struggle, right? And she doesn't want to repeat that struggle. And the best way to assist her is to not be jealous of her for having the power this lifetime to overcome those issues. Sometimes parents say they want the best for their child, or they want their child to be better than them, and then when you see your child being better than you, it might be triggering for you. So handle that, and know that your child is most likely a really old soul. And if you are struggling with something in your life, know that your daughter is also struggling. A lot of times parents make the mistake and feel like, what are you going through? You don't have to pay no bills, you don't have to work. But if you're stressed, then your daughter's absorbing your stress. If you're worried, then your daughter feels like maybe it's her fault, And so the issue here, and we'll get into that's really my advice. Thank you so much for your question. We're going to get into that's kind of like the issue with Pluto in the eighth house. There's secrets running in the family. There's secrets that have ran the family for generation and generation. Pluto is at home here. This is the home of Scorpio and Pluto energy. And so you are a truth seeker, a shadow walker, someone that's comfortable with the darkness, but you didn't start off that way. You might have been afraid of the dark. You might have seen ghosts, or you just might have like brujita or whatever in your family, people that have worked with dark energy. And that might be why you're attracted to the esoteric, the occult world, and it comes natural to you, or maybe you got into it for one reason or another. Make sure that you're not taking revenge and stuff out on people, or maybe there might be curses in your family. And how you will find that out is going to a spiritualist, or maybe even asking questions in your family. If you see some type of weird pattern in your family of like self-destruction of some sort, it may seem like, people lose everything, or there's like this vein of having it all and losing it all, or losing your mind, or because the eighth house is connected to your psychology, your ancestors, business. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I guess if you leave, I'll assume that you can. um, I've been trying to do this video for the past 30-40 minutes. um so yeah, you might need to go through a cleansing of dark energies from your family. You might feel like this darkness, or this heavy energy around you, even from a young age, and that'll lead you to wanting to find out the truth of what's going on and what it is you're actually experiencing. And then maybe you might think you have found the truth, um, or you see people doing immature, irresponsible things in your family. It could be abusive things, it could be scandalous things, it could be money, it could be sexual things. And you'll have to learn to forgive and move on and cleanse that energy from your life so that you don't create. The reason why you're searching for the truth, honestly, is so that you don't create the same things for yourself in your own life. Can you hear me? Whoever's watching, are you able to hear me? Can you hear me? Because the last time people couldn't hear me. And so you might be interested or get into exploring sex magic or, like I said before, the esoteric and the occult. And you'll get into these things because you're curious and you're comfortable and you're also like searching for your inner truth. You think you're searching for the truth outside of you, but you're really looking to transmute your own energies. You're looking to turn your own darkness into light. So you'll think you'll know, you feel knowledgeable, you feel comfortable, but then you might get yourself in really deep into things and you don't know what you're doing. You'll find that, oh shit, I'm in kind of deep. And then here comes the cast of characters to come teach you lessons or whatever, or the situations that teach you lessons, not to play with energies or play with your power or give away your power or use your power incorrectly. There's all types of lessons here. So growing up, you started off afraid of the dark, but by the time Pluto and the eighth house gets finished with you, you'll be a shadow walker. You'll be comfortable walking on the edges and the outskirts of society, of business. Like maybe you might hang out or be around people and be comfortable with people who are on the fringes. They might be the middle path, not the light and not completely the dark. There, you'll be like able to walk that line. You'll be able to talk to people who are like completely dark sided, and you'll be able to talk to people who are of the light because you're kind of like learning how to alchemize those energies. And that honestly makes you a bomb ass person, like very raw person, very honest person. You know, you're not here to sugarcoat things for people. You're not here to you know, take the responsibility. You'll learn that everybody needs to take responsibility for their own karma. And so maybe in your childhood, you used to try to fix things, you know. You used to try to like, and it's very stressful to try to be the strength in the family because you really do have a lot of strength. People probably come to you with their darkest parts. You'd be like, why are you talking to me about this? You know, because they know that you're not going to judge them because most likely you've seen it, you've heard it, you've been through it, you know. Um, and this leads you to become a person that is compassionate for people who go through dark times because you've had your share of dark times in your life and homelessness or um, divorce, death, murder, abuse. There's all type because Scorpio energy, the eighth house energy has to do with your power, you know. And so, in order for the energy to transmute, you have to go through a period of powerlessness so that you can rise up from that and find your strength. You fight. You know, you're a fighter. Um, yeah, becoming comfortable with the shadow of life in the beginning. So yeah, in the beginning, you might actually be enraged, you know, by the things that you see. Oops. Okay, so you might actually be enraged by the things that are revealed to you about people, about humans, about your family, about life. Like, um, you have a code that you live by. You know, you are a very honest person to the point to where it might be at your detriment. And so you might go through periods where you avoid dealing with humans because you feel like you can't find like an honest person in the world. You know, you can't find a real person in the world, people that are going to be real with you, people that aren't going to try to deceive you, people that try to betray you. And then you'll learn that, you know what, that's just how this world is. And there's shady people in the world and there's good people in the world. But that doesn't mean you have to get bent out of shape and kind of like hide yourself. Oh, I see. You might have to go through a period of cleansing. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. All right. So yeah, you might have to go through a period to where you're in hiding and you're going through a period of cleansing so that you can rebirth yourself. A lot of times when you're rebirthing, you do spend a lot of time alone, trying to find yourself, trying to recalibrate yourself. And what was I thinking? I was, this is life. Oh, come on. I thought I fixed you. Yeah. Okay. So apparently people can't hear me now because you guys aren't leaving me. Okay. See in the things that you've gone through in your life correctly because I honestly don't want to talk about like maybe all the death that you've seen and situations where there's been like really raw life experiences so that you can transmute. You've always been that person, um, but it might have taken you some time to find your legs in life. I mean, like everybody else. But with this aspect, um, with Pluto energy in general, it's just really raw. Depending upon what's aspected here, as far as like other planets